Ace Attorney 2 was like pretty much as good as the original. So we start off with like one of the best uses of the amnesia trope as a tutorial, because like it's Ace Attorney, so it's really funny. And the first case is also just really solid as a case itself. Main crook has like a lot of personality to him. It's just a fun case overall. You're just like, oh yeah, I love this universe. Case number 2 was really good. Possibly one of the most sympathetic Ace Attorney villains of all time. Like the twist is so cool. I love that because the whole theme of this game is like blurring the line of like what it means to be a defense attorney, because you're like, oh, I'm just defending innocent people, but then you're kind of like, what if the criminals kind of had a good reason? Which doesn't excuse it, but it's a lot less black and white than just like, oh, they're bad and we're good. Like, what if the person you're defending is, you know, kind of a dick? Okay, case 3. Hottest take you will ever hear me say on the Ace Attorney franchise. I fucking love Big Top. When I heard after the case that people didn't like it, I was like, why? You guys didn't like the characters? They're some of like my favorite characters in the series. Maybe this is stupid like kid-brained me, but I thought they were all hilarious. Like super creative Ace Attorney concepts. Like what are people's problem with this case? Not to mention it as one of the most sympathetic villains in the entire franchise. I also love the way they did like the murder weapon reveal and like how that checkmates them and everything. Like that's so memorable to me when they do stuff like that. Similar to like the Von Karma stuff. Like the mystery was good. The characters were funny. Like, the villain was sympathetic. Like, what do you want from the case other than that? The game mechanics and that sort of logic was bad, but, like, that's, like, the only part that was bad. I'm more so focusing on, like, the story and characters. I don't know. I just didn't think they were nearly as annoying as everyone else thought they were. And the last case, oh, man. The last case was so good. It does the whole theme of the game so well of, like, what does it mean to be a defense attorney? Because defense attorneys do have to defend people who are guilty sometimes. Like, that's just how it works. And the fact they actually put them in that situation is so cool. I love how they like turn the kidnapping plot on its head by like doing like a 4D chess on the person who hired the hitman. And while I will say I think the final case kind of dragged on a little bit, I still think it was an overall good case. The final case dragging on for its first half is like the only reason that I have Ace Attorney 1 above it. You'd think it'd be Big Top. No. I actually dislike the beginning of case 4 more than I do the entirety of case 3. Feel free to unsubscribe now. My opinions do not get better. But anyways, yeah, I would absolutely recommend Ace Attorney 2. It's like just as good as the original, if not like a teeny bit worse, but that's my own personal preference. If you don't hate it for the same reasons I do, you'll probably hate it for a different reason because it seems to be generally less liked than the original. But yeah, it was good.